And we are live. It's the marketing show. Today is Thursday, the 10th of August. And I'm here with Blandine, Laura, and Marufa. So, why don't we get started? And back to the meeting notes. Marufa, what are your topics? Actually, let's see, Laura. Let's start with Laura.
Okay, so mine would just be yellow Slackbot. And then I just saw a bit of a conversation going on about AdWords and something about GDP from Sam and something about different countries. Are we targeting different countries? So I was
Right.
just trying to understand what that conversation was about.
Yeah, we can talk about that.
And then just again about the like Facebook, Twitter campaign. I see that that spreadsheet has been updated. But I just want to chat about it a bit more.
Marufa, or actually, sorry, Blandine.
Today I have nothing to talk. I continue my work on Google Analytics.
Okay. Yeah, okay, we might talk about that a little further. Anything else?
No.
Okay. All right. Now, sorry, since you were the last one and you go last.
I don't have anything to talk about. I'm just going to continue trying to do everything on my list. Yeah.
Everything on this list are your action items?
Yeah, the action items, such as the report for the interviews. I haven't done that yet. So, yes.
Okay. Okay. So, and I'll talk about, I guess, just the newsletter. So I'll leave that up. And, okay. So these were the action items. And let's see here. Previous action items. So let's do these real quickly. Marufa Federico formatting session. We did that. There's a recording if anyone wants to look at it. Let's see, start newsletter template, done. Yes, you just mentioned this, Marufa. Anything else you want to add real quick?
That's been completed.
This one? Okay. And Laura, I think you started this already, right? The posting plan?
Yeah. I haven't created it. I'm just going to, because I've just run out of time. So at the moment, I'm just going to do it day by day until Sunday. Then Sunday, I'll create a posting plan for the rest of the two weeks.
Okay. Got this done. The Google Docs folder. The link is in the. If you scroll up a little bit, it's right here somewhere. Yeah, here we go. Let me actually copy this. So yeah, if you guys need to create a doc, Marufa's idea was to that we have a folder where we can sort of share the docs. Just so it's a little more easily accessible. Anyway, I'll skip over that. Look into GA user ID ticket implementation. I did not do this, have a chance to do this. Maybe we'll do this later. And anyone implement did everyone see I sort of called out to anybody if they wanted to look into implementing the ticket, the user ID ticket. We might actually talk about this a little bit with Laura here, or Matt if he was here. So we might talk about this here in a minute. Let's see.
But you mean actually doing the feature itself?
Right.
That's on GitHub. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Upgrade to Rails article. We're postponing this till next month. Revise and publish blogs. Yes. Okay. That's. Oops. That's got done a little bit. And so we're working on this right here, almost done on the newsletter formatting, and pass it over to Sam. Hopefully you can do the final edit here in a couple hours. And I set a deadline for myself for every 2 weeks to do the podcast. So this upcoming Monday, I'll have the next one. Hopefully that'll work out. Yeah. So going back to, let's see, Laura. Yeah, do you want to walk us through Yalla a little bit, or your thoughts, or show us a little bit?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so you can see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was playing around this morning. So I've invited you all in. I'm not sure if you've all accepted the invitation. So Yalla is a bot that you use to post to your different platforms, and I'm going to say she, as the icon is a little girl, or not little girl, a girl, so very female representative. She looks at the best time to post your content to the various social media platforms so that you can get the best reach out of it. So I get the feeling that Yalla is quite new. As on their website, it's not very, very informative on how you would set up or get things going. She does kind of take you through a bit of a tutorial that you can go through over here on the top, which is more about the permissions and how everyone's set up. So at the moment, Frederico, myself, and Sam are administrators, and then Marufa Blanadine are editors at the moment. So when you want to compose a post, you would just go and you would say at Yalla, hi. You just say hi to her, and what she then does is she responds back and she asks, what would you like to do? So would you like to compose a tweet? Would you like to queue content contributions? I'm not quite sure what that is yet.
What does queue mean?
So queue it is like queue it. So your queue will just show you what's in your queue. So over here is what was in the queue earlier today. So it was telling me what time it was going to publish on Twitter. So this is my time, UTC +2. What time it was going to post on LinkedIn, and then this afternoon it's going to post on Facebook at around 4 p.m. So that's when a lot of people are on our Facebook page. Sorry, my cat is talking to me. So that's what the queue does. So queue, I've clicked on queue. It says you have one post currently publishing. So I can click on it and it can show this is my post. So it shows me Twitter is published, and these two, as explained up the top here, that these are going to publish later on today. Okay. So now if I want to compose a tweet, I can then say compose, and then she says, right, send me the text, an image to create a post. You can send me a link and she'll do it. So I can then also say never mind if I don't want to create the post, and then she lets go. I mean, she disappears. So what I would do here is, let's just quickly go get some content from Agile Ventures.
And just to clarify, you type it into the, you just type it in, right? Is that what it's asking?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what I do is, because Twitter, you're only allowed 140 characters, I kind of go to a letter count, and then I'll take some copy, and then I'll put it in here, and then I'll just make sure that it's within my letter count, so it's below 140. Today to skills. Okay, so character count 128. Okay, so and also what I'm using is, I'm going to put a document together for us, but what I'm using to shorten the URLs, I'm using Bitly, so that it doesn't, because URLs also take up character counts.
Okay, yeah. I was going to ask about that.
Yeah, so let's just quickly shorten that to there, and can paste that in there. And, okay, so we're quite over. We are fully transferred. Join us today to level up your coding skills. So join us today. Oh. Okay. So I need to take the Bitly address, copy. Join us today. Today to level. Too long in. Join us. Okay, let's take out today. Yeah, so I'm still a bit long. We love all things open source. So what I'm going to do here is, there's another tool that I also found today, which I'll also put in this document, is that I think we should start using hashtags. So just quickly go down to find my no, where's it? Where's my social media? Yeah, I found this lovely tool where you can see if hashtags are trending. You know, what are they doing? Who's looking at those hashtags? So I put in open source, and it kind of gives me a breakdown of, okay, so it's working quite nicely. At the moment, there's only 58 people using it on Twitter, but the hashtag is exposed to like 56,000 people per hour, which is a lot. I mean, and that would be right, I'm presuming would be right over all the different social
Countries.
media platforms, yeah, or countries or things like that. So over here, what I would do is I'd come in and see what would work. So I typed in coding skills because I thought that might be a good hashtag. But if I look at that, it doesn't give me much, but code gives me quite a bit. So if you can start, not too many hashtags. I mean, like I would say about 2, between 1 and 2 would be good.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
The
Otherwise,
post looks. Yeah.
Yeah, or you can get penalized for it. So I'm just going to take that out for now. Very nice. So, okay, perfect. So I'm going to take that now, and I'm going to go to Yalla, and I'm going to go at Yalla. And then I'm just going to hit enter. So now the one thing I have not found out, or haven't, not that I can't find out, but the one thing I haven't managed to do is add an image. So I tried adding an image by going that and saying at Yalla, but she doesn't recognize that. And knowing my luck now that you're on, yeah, she doesn't recognize that. So I'm going to delete that. Just on these two, you can say perfectly time it, and then this way she'll see who's busy, which is the best time to publish, or you can publish it now, or you can select the specific accounts that you want to go onto. Enhance, let's see what enhance does. Okay. All right, so maybe this is where we add an image. Do you want to, the problem is that, okay, tell me what message you want to appear on your text. Never mind. Let's just delete her. So I still need to figure that out in terms of how to get her to post an image with it.
Right. It's interesting because
yeah.
I'm sorry, just real quickly. When I was noticing a little bit while you were working through that earlier, and you could see like right there, I just showed a big black box, but I was noticing like red tinted boxes and different colors earlier.
So you can change your theme.
Yeah.
I don't know what that text is doing up there. Love all things, but edit image text. If I do that, then she disappears. So I think that it might still be a bit buggy, to be honest. I got very frustrated with this.
Earlier?
Yeah, because I want to put my picture up and it won't allow me to put my picture up. So yeah, so and then the one thing about this is that I don't know if it's going to come in a new update or what. I thought that we could schedule posts as well, but it doesn't look like it. So the thing is that we'd have to create our posting plan and then come in every day and manually do the posts ourselves. So, which then kind of makes it a bit, if the person who's doing that plan for that month, gets a bit busy or something happens, then they're not around. Where if you got it in Hootsuite at the moment, you can schedule the whole month and just let it run. So that would be my only kind of not my best I think it would be really awesome if it did have that feature. If you could just schedule. Perfect time scheduling. You see, that's what I
Well,
thought that. Yeah.
Isn't that what you were talking about earlier, that they sort of schedule the timing to go out when most people will watch it or see it?
But you see, that's going to go out today. It's going to go out today,
Right.
and but I want to schedule for Friday, Saturday, Sunday,
Right.
things like that.
So that's not listed on the website?
So no, I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna stop this so I can stop it. Also, what would happen is if Blanadine and Marufa did posts, the administrators would have to approve it to go.
Okay.
Just from the different rights. I mean, we can give them admin rights too. It's not a problem. I just wanted to test it and see how it worked.
And so administrators can also stop posts. Like I think I started one, and you were able to stop mine. Okay.
Yeah, I was able to stop it. But so it's great. I think it's awesome, but I still think it's in its beginning stages.
Yeah, it's not perfect yet.
No, and maybe we just need to carry on using Hootsuite now until it's, or maybe we must look at Buffer. Buffer's a really great tool. I really enjoyed it when I was working at my other company. What's nice about it, okay, it's also, if we just do we can start with the free version. And I'll get Sam to sign up for it. And what you can do is, I think I need to do another demo on that. Maybe I can demo that on Monday quickly, because it's also a very quick platform. But I would rather have it set up for Agile Ventures. Because it's very cool, because it can find you content. It finds you what's trending, like what the latest content is for this day. So if we find a great article on Ruby on Rails, it will find it for us, and we can automatically post it if we want to. So we create content that is for now as well. Plus we can schedule content around Agile Ventures offering and values and things like that.
Okay.
So yeah, we can look at that.
let's do that Monday. So you think you might do a demo on Monday?
Yeah, I can do a demo on Monday.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna let Yella, I'm still gonna let her play around with it, because I'd like to see the stats that they okay, the reports aren't here yet. But yeah, let's just let it run. Let's let it run its 30-day free trial and see what happens. Maybe there's some more improvements on it. I'll also give them some feedback, things like that.
Yeah.
Maybe get an understanding of where they're going.
Yeah, we'll tell them to add everything that we want and to bring down the price. Let's tell them that. How much is it?
Well, Yella's cheap. It's $10.
$10. Okay.
It's $100 a year or $10 a month. So it's not expensive at all. I mean, I think we are paying what are we paying for Hootsuite? I think 45.
Right. Yeah.
You know, so you know, is it worth the manual process of posting every day? I mean, I think it's once the posting plan's created, to quickly copy and paste for that day, I don't think might be a problem. But the only thing is, because of the different time zones, we might miss like Australia, New Zealand, that side of the world. So, but yeah,
Right.
maybe there are other bots that I must try and see. Maybe there's something better than Yalla. But
Okay.
I'll keep looking. I'll just keep looking.
Sure.
I'll keep researching.
Okay.
Also, sorry, regarding Australia and New Zealand, we don't have many members from that side of the world. Like something else. Yeah.
Yeah, we saw that in the stats the other day, and I suppose that comes down to that whole thing that. Let me just stop sharing my screen. I think that was a conversation that Sam and them, you guys were having on the channel.
Right.
Is-
Go ahead.
yeah.
I was just going to say, I think that stemmed from our conversation about a week ago, where you walked us through, the last few days or last week, whatever it was, of Google AdWords. And, I just mentioned that by far it's India, where most of the traffic is coming from. And that coupled with the traffic that, the sort of conversations I mentioned that we're seeing on the Chatlio, on the chatbot, which is,
Yeah.
just really, there's a lot of just really poor English
Yeah.
sort of conversations, like,
Yeah.
how
I agree.
code. Yeah,
Agreed.
it just posts like how code, how I code. I don't know. And so I think that kind of got Sam thinking about maybe trying to target more different areas. He did say, though, it should be data driven.
Definitely. I mean, I'm sharing my screen again. So we can, I mean, I don't know if it's something I should be mentioning live, but
What's
maybe just to take India out of the picture for a bit, on Google, and then maybe just specifically target other countries, and let's see what happens. If we just say, okay, let's only target, I don't know, Nigeria, South Africa, the United States, maybe a bit of Canada.
Well, we might
England,
try. Yeah, we
Australia.
might try it like Australia or something like that. Somewhere that has had like no traffic for whatever reason.
Yeah. So we can definitely have a look at that
I
and
think
test it and see.
sure.
And
And I
see
think
what's happening.
right. And I think Sam was trying to understand, and also Michael, what exactly is driving the traffic in the way that it is. Michael had the idea that it had to do something about the price per click, that in India it's cheaper, and you're saying that it's not the reason, right?
No, it doesn't matter if it doesn't matter what country you're in. You're paying for that price per click.
Okay.
Whatever the price per click Google has given you, you're paying for it for around the world.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So let's look. I mean, let's have a look. Let's see what is going on here at Developers sign up.
Can you do like for the last month?
Yeah, definitely. So let me just quickly get a table chart here, and let's just look at our ad groups. And let me just see where. Okay, so what do you want to do for July?
Sure.
Okay, so let's just see where our devices are coming from. Not very comfortable with the ads. Let me just look at. You know what? Let me just do it here. It's much easier. Skip it. Sorry, my cat's just bugging. We've been away, so now she's become so needy.
Oh,
Right.
you should make your cat a star. Make it an Agile Venture star.
Should I?
Yeah.
All right, where are we? Just, I don't know if this has been set up properly because the traffic is not coming through here. Okay, so we can see when our peak times are. Search console, socials, landing pages, search queries. It does not set. Okay, well, you carry on. Let's carry on with the meeting until I can find it, and then.
Yeah. If you want, we can either
Yeah,
you can do that in the background, or we could save it till Monday.
Okay, there we go. Paid search. Found it. Yeah, this, I don't know. It just seems not. Yeah. Okay, let's do it on Monday. Let me give me time to kind of go through it and
Sure.
see what's going on.
Okay.
Perfect.
So let me go back to sharing my screen. And right, so okay. Yeah, we can add you AdWords. I don't know. And yeah, let's see, we have about 18 minutes. Yeah, did you want to talk? I forgot what you said about the spreadsheet.
Oh,
Laura?
okay, yeah. Let me just share my screen again.
Sure.
So I just added some columns to that spreadsheet. Just so, okay, so they're interested in, just so that we know what month they came in at. Have they been invited to a mob, or are they participating in a mob, yes or no? And did they sign up after 14 days, yes or no? I just think it gives it a bit more insight. Because, I mean, I think it's great that, like Sam's, I think he said, yeah, there's a bot that's answering them. But are they actually being invited into a specific, into the premium, into the
No, no,
premium extra
no,
for those 14-day trial?
no. What's happening is, uh, I guess Sam has kept me a little bit up to date, telling me that this person responded, and like for example, he said that last week someone was going to try to make it to tomorrow's React Mob, and that then they could not make it. So he thought about maybe just sharing a video, one of the sessions with them. So it's really just sort of a direct message contact saying, yeah, when can you make it to the meeting? We have them on Monday. We have them on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Whatever you're interested in, React, Elixir.
Okay. So,
uh-huh.
So you say that Sam might send them a video. Is that an alternative to then joining the mob?
Yes, was sort of because
I think then if you'd lose the essence of it if you sent them a video. I think they would more likely to sign up if they actually joined in a mob session. So we say to them, listen, in the next 30 days, you can join us, but you have to attend.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it's open to too much like, well, you said I could join a mob session and now you're sending me a video because I couldn't make it that time. So I think we just need to keep clear on the communication.
Sure. But I mean, I think it was sort of exhausted the scheduling. I mean, I think they're all at the same time, and he might have thought that, well, it's just not going to work out. He's never going to make it at that same time, noon UTC.
No, but that's fine. But that's fine. I mean, then you can just schedule. He can just say, listen, I can't make it this week. I can make it next week. Because
yeah,
I mean, if you give him a video, he's not gonna get the essence of us all like talking and chatting and laughing and.
Go ahead, Murphy.
Also, it's the interaction.
Yeah.
Right.
To feel part of what Agile Ventures is, they need to participate and also interact with other people. The video you can go on YouTube and self-learn. The whole point of the session is so that you kind of understand what we're about.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, I agree with you guys. I don't know what else to say about it. I was not in the
discussion. I think it's a discussion that maybe we also need to have with Sam. Yeah, because we're trying to get more people to sign up here, and I think that by sending them a video, it's great, but it's not going to get them excited.
So this only happened with one person, and I don't think he's not doing it with everybody. He's not saying, hey, you can also watch a video if you want. And this was just like a couple days ago.
Yeah.
That this person was going to try to make it tomorrow, but they can't. But your idea of giving them, within 30 days, 14 days, whatever, is probably a better choice. They can maybe move their schedule around a little bit, shift their schedule to try to make it. And that'll end up being good in the long run because then they are more likely to make it to the real meetings if they do sign up. Otherwise, they might just use the excuse, well, I'm not going to be able to make it anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then, okay, so these guys that have liked us on Facebook have contacted by Slack, but how does Sam contact them on Slack if they've liked Facebook?
He just looks them up and...
On Slack?
Yeah, direct message.
But what happens if they're not on Slack?
Well, I don't know the alternative to that.
Sorry, I'm just asking the questions because
more than likely they are on Slack, and that's the reason we with the bot, it's right after they sign up through Slack that they get that message.
Okay.
Now, for example, for the newsletter, we're gonna send out.
I mean,
You
like
know,
Austin. Yeah, sorry, Karen.
For the newsletter, we're gonna send that to current members, and maybe not all of them are on Slack.
Okay.
And like we did last month, also.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think you take out the 77s, and I looked them up too, and you can find them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I see we got another one. I must just update it today on Facebook. So I presume Sam will then contact him.
Yeah, and I think the point of the spreadsheet was also your idea is that we could all coordinate whether we have contacted them, or if you want to try to contact them, you can mark it down that you did.
Yeah, I'm not quite comfortable to market them just yet due to the fact that I'm still not comfortable with what the process is. Like, you know, there's no, I can contact them and say, hey, great, you know, well, what do I say? Hey, hi, Stamatos, thank you for liking us on Facebook. Do I do it on their Facebook page, or do I do it or you know, if they're not on Slack?
I think, well, see, I don't know if they're not on Slack, but I think the optimal thing to do is contact them on Slack.
Yeah.
If they're not, you know, maybe on Facebook message.
Okay. There, Sam has. Okay, so Sam has contacted him. Okay. Perfect. All right. Well, let me just get my head around it still. I can just see who Sam has contacted and who hasn't. And then yeah, maybe I'll jump in on it next week.
Maybe we should ask Sam for a document on how he's going through the process, so that then we can edit it to fit everyone's need. That's probably the best thing to stay coordinated. And I like the fact that you have an end goal saying sign up after 14 days. There's no point them having a free session if we don't have anything coming. We should at least know if it's leading anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. I think because, you know, yeah, and it just helps us understand. We'll start seeing a bit of a pattern here as well, which is great. When does Sam come back?
Okay, well, let's see. That's a good question. Let's see. Tomorrow is a React Mob, and he missed the one from a week ago and the week before that. So he's been gone for 2 weeks. Is that right? No.
Okay, cool.
But we have summer holidays at the moment with kids, so he might not be back. Maybe another 2 more weeks, because in September school starts.
So what about it?
Yeah, I'm just saying maximum he'll be probably gone for 2 weeks more, because it's summer holidays for children. So his kids were probably having the big holiday now.
Right. So I think it's approximately 2 weeks or so.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 more weeks. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so yeah, we're almost out of time. Let's move on. Try to get through the rest of our items real quick. Okay, so yes, we got Blandine's latest blog that I looked at. We got it published, and it's gonna be linked in the newsletter. We're gonna have Nesh's blog linked up too, and so yes, the newsletter is just about ready to go. Let's see, back to the notes. Marufa is doing everything. Did you have anything else to mention, Marufa?
No.
Okay. So
don't write everything. I'm gonna try and get a report done for Monday. That's my aim. So I'll do something for the weekend.
So in the remaining time, actually, since Marufa, you might have to leave shortly. Anything else for you?
No.
Okay. So in the remaining time, let's go over Blandine. Her user ID issue. Did you have anything to add right now, Blandine?
No.
Okay, so
Yeah, she's just waiting for it to be done.
yeah, and I said, you know, I'm not real familiar with it. I sort of mentioned it in the channel to tell people, hey, here's an easy task if you want to look into it.
I'll try to do it on Sunday. If no one does get to it by then I'll have time on Sunday to get to it.
Yeah, okay. And if not, I'll look into it on Monday. Maybe we can pair or something.
Great.
And try to get it done.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Anything else that we need to mention there about that?
No.
Okay. Let me just double check the action items. Did we get through all of them? Yes, we did. Yeah, so in the remaining time, action items. Let's see. These, I need to transfer these. The newsletter is just about done, as I mentioned. So we need to get that done. This will be for next month. Did I forget to add anything from our conversation right now? Next month. Right. Yeah, we actually got quite a few done in a few days. So that's good. Yeah, I think that's all. Wow, okay, so we got 4 minutes to spare. Anything else?
Great. Not from my side.
No? You guys want to play some cards?
No, I'm actually off to Microsoft are doing a demo tonight on their cloud solution. So I'm going to run off there now.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Well, good luck with that.
Enjoy.
Yeah, so thanks for showing up, everyone. Just if you need anything, if you have any last minute thing to mention in the newsletter, make sure to mention that because it'll go out here hopefully tonight.
Okay.
Thank you.
Perfect.
All right.
Okay.
Bye everyone. See you guys on
Bye.
Monday.
Bye.
Ciao.